Since the war on drugs started, we've been looking at addicts as criminals. Perhaps we should look a little bit more deeply at what addiction truly is. And maybe we can get a different idea of who these people are and why they do the things that they do, and help them to create better lives for themselves and all of us around them.
Almost everything we think we know about addiction is wrong. And if we start to absorb the new evidence about addiction, I think we're going to have to change a lot more than our drug policies.
1 in 6 people have an addictive nature. The rest of the population do not.
80 to 90% of the people who use illegal drugs don't have a drug problem. Most are responsible members of our society. They are employed. They pay their taxes. They take care of their families. And in some cases, they even become president of the United States.
The person occasionally has a beer, occasionally smokes marijuana, but genuinely have no negative consequences, does not impair their health, does not endanger their lives, it does not impair their personal relationships. You can't call those people addicts, and you can't call those behaviors addictive. So that we have to make a real distinction between the use of substances and the addiction to substances. It's interesting to see or to ask who becomes addicted. People can have sex without being addicted to it, they can go shopping, but some people become severely addicted to all these pursuits. Is a pack of cards addictive? Well, no, or yes, depending on the individual. So it's the same process no matter what the addiction is. The only difference is that the substance addict is getting the dopamine from an outside substance, whereas the behavior addict is having it triggered from the particular behavior.
That both the right-wing theory of addiction and the left-wing theory of addiction are wrong. The right-wing theory is it's a moral failing, you party too hard.
Right.
The left-wing theory is it hijacks your brain and so on. What Bruce says is, it's not your morality, it's not your brain, it's your cage. It's an adaptation to your environment.
We need to think about addiction differently. Human beings have an innate need to bond and connect. When we are happy and healthy, we will bond with the people around us. But when we can't, because we're traumatized, isolated, or beaten down by life, we will bond with something that gives us some sense of relief.
Now that might be gambling, that might be pornography, that might be cocaine, that might be cannabis. But you will bond and connect with something because that's our nature. That's what we want as human beings.
But the addiction should be seen not as the problem, although it is a problem. But it's not the problem, it's the addict's attempt to solve a problem in the first place.
Addiction is just one symptom of the crisis of disconnection that's happening all around us. We all feel it. Since the 1950s, the average number of close friends an American has been steadily declining. At the same time, the amount of floor space in their homes has been steadily increasing. To choose floor space over friends, to choose stuff over connection. For too long, we've talked only about individual recovery from addiction. But we need now to talk about social recovery, because something has gone wrong with us as a group. We are going to have to change the unnatural way we live and rediscover each other. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection.